Hey guys and gals, A here. Welcome to another episode of EDCQ. Now this is a product I did that made me say never again. This is a Victorinox compact that is my own version. It is the EDCQ version because we put on a Phillips driver in place of the corkscrew, because I had no use for a corkscrew, but I really like this driver. And while doing it, we replaced the scales as well. That part was easy. The other part made me literally say, never again altering a multi-tool. And here we are. So if you want to know what I am altering and you want to see this train wreck of a show, come on back, because here we go. All right, guys and gals. So yes, we are indeed back to modding a multi-tool. And this time, I will not be modding a $35, $38 multi-tool with pieces from another multi-tool of the same price. Now we're going big this time, guys. We are modding my custom Leatherman Arc. And now, just to throw this out there before we get too far in, if you mess with this item right here or any Leatherman, alter it, mod it, you are voiding their warranty. And as a member of their rewards program, I have a 40-year warranty on this that I am throwing out the window. Now, the Leatherman Arc, if you haven't seen it, it's their new multi-tool. It runs on the free series, which is magnets, makes it easy one-hand use, has the hardwire cutters. I know some of those have been failing. Mine have not failed yet. I also don't go around cutting metal hangers. So if that's your jam and your hardwire cutters fail, then you need a better set of hardwire cutters than some of the Leatherman Arcs are giving you. I don't intend to cut metal hangers because I don't own them. But if that's your jam, rock on. It does have the MagnaCut blade, which is one of the premium features everyone is looking for. Comes with a saw, comes with a nice file, comes with a lovely pair of scissors, which are my jam. The middle tools, you've got the the eyeglass one, the fine Phillips and flathead. You have a pry bar. You have a cutting tool here that works really well for cutting plastic packages open. And then this is what I am altering. So it comes with the bit exchanger, Leatherman bit exchanger. I call this a 2D bit exchanger because they are flat bits. And also with this, you get the can opener, bottle opener combo. And I will be removing these and exchanging them for this right here. So this piece is what will go in there, and this will allow me to use actual real standard bits that you have hanging around. So these are the normal 3D bits. This kit that I ordered came with this piece, which is going to go inside of the tool itself. It came with an extended Phillips head, which is pretty cool. And then it also came with a double-sided Phillips and flathead. And then the cool thing about this is this tool or this one, either one, will be able to sit in the handle just like that. So when I pull this tool out, it will already have a driver on it. It won't be empty, but the other end of it actually holds micro bits. So it holds the small bits that you have hanging around as well, and that's magnetized. So while it doesn't go in very far, it does have a magnet here to actually hold onto the bits. So I'm very excited to try this out. And I believe we are gonna start out here. Now, it comes with 2 Allen keys, and all 4 of these Allen keys are the exact same size. I believe it is a T8, and it is the size of the Allen keys, the hex keys. I know there's a difference. I'm a girl, I don't care. But the Allen key, the hex key, whatever it is, all of these are the same size. So we are going to come in here and just see if we can see how much Loctite's on here, if we can just go ahead and snap this free. And it looks like we are good. Now I'm hoping that I can actually leave the blade in here. I can remove the pieces I want from the, what is that? That's the saw, from the saw. Remove these pieces and allow the blade to stay in. But if I have to take out the whole side, I have to take out the whole side. So we'll see what happens with that. I would much prefer to use my own drivers. I've got some that are easy to use and nice and ratcheting, but these came with it, so we'll use them. And I will say they're not actually stripping here, which is a nice feature. All right, we got the screw out, so let's see what all we can. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna pull out the pin, try to pull it out to get these pieces out without actually taking out the blade, if I can avoid that. And I might should have opened these tools before. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna say beforehand, but maybe not. All right, so there's the driver. And the can opener. And now I might actually, at some point, put that can opener back on. And I assume this is probably gonna have to go away. Oh, oh wait, that's not mine, this thing. I think this is gonna sit too tall to leave this in. Yeah, those two will not sit together. All right, so we put this side. So we've got some liners here, and I'm gonna make sure those stay around this. And I think it sits like this. So the rounded edge on the bottom, because that will allow it to pivot up. So we're gonna try that first and see what happens. So I'm just gonna kind of, ooh, it's magnetized. Slide it in here between these liners. And let's see what happens. We got it back through the knife because I did end up pulling it through, which I didn't want to, but it's okay. So now I'm just working, currently I'm trying to get it back through the first liner. All right, we got it through that. Now let's see if we can get it through the new driver here. This is gonna be fun. All these pieces are getting shifted around, so I'm gonna have to line up each piece individually to get this thing set back together. And I bet this thing is I just pulled it out. I bet this thing is magnetizing to the bottom, which is part of my problem. All right, so I've now taken these pieces out, and I'm gonna go piece by piece replacing this. So we've got the blade is back in, liner number 1 is in, my driver is now in. So let's get the next liner piece back in. And if you've never opened up your Leatherman, that's a little liner right there. Just kind of keeps things from rubbing against each other and keeps them where they belong. And I'm not going to worry too much about getting that one in. I have a feeling that's going to be relatively easy to adjust, and I'm not going to have a ton of room to get my saw back in. So I'm going to go ahead and place the saw in here. All right, now let's see if we can get this pin all the way through. Haha! So now reassembly. What? Oh yeah, that lined up very nicely. So let's see if I can get it going with my fingers, and then we'll tighten this thing up and we'll see what we got. So now if this, I'm gonna tighten this up and make sure we've got it working well. Then I'll come back in and put some Loctite on. Not much. They actually, it looks like they had red Loctite on. And I did not use much force at all. So if they had red Loctite on, I'm imagining it was loosened somewhere else than by my hand. Now I do want to get it tight enough that I'm going to see the action on everything working properly. If I leave it too loose, there's going to be a lot of play. So I don't want to leave this super loose and end up not being able to really tell if this is working properly. Not far from having this tighten though. Alright, let's see here. So I got the blade, works really well. I might actually have a little better action than before. The saw also opens and closes with ease. And now the big test. We got the driver here. We have the single-sided bit, double-sided bit. I've got a little Milwaukee driver here. Takes standard bits. That is very, very cool. And then, while this is closed,
do you want to put a bit in it before you close it? It might be hard to open it without a bit in it.
That's a good idea. That probably wouldn't be, but that's a good idea. And then, while it's in the closed position, you can use your small bits on the back side, and that's cool. So with it closed, you can use that, and obviously don't open it, but when that's not there, you can open, and then you've got a little driver there. So very, very cool little mod I did there. Very simple to do. The whole kit I purchased on eBay was a little more expensive than I was expecting, coming in at about 65 bucks, I believe. But with it, you get the adapter here. You get the long extended Phillips head drive. You get the double-sided bit. You get the small micro bit that is a Phillips. And then you get the two Allen wrenches. And they are, like I said, they are both sized for the Leatherman. this is made for the free series. So this kit comes for the free P2 or free P4, but as you could tell, works really, really well for the Leatherman Arc. And I push on the back, this thing opens up, it locks into place, and then you push on the lock reliever and boom, you're good to go. So I really, really like that. I think for me, that was a worthwhile update. None of the tools are rubbing, and it's actually it's sized to sit right there on the plier head, which I think was very nice. So this was a well thought out piece right here. It doesn't have much play, actually doesn't have any play, it fits right in. And the locking mechanism works, which like I said, that was what I was wondering, if the locking mechanism would work with that. But I just turned my Leatherman Arc into a tool that has the drivers, and to do it, I lost the 2D driver, which I replaced with a 3D, and then I lost the can opener, bottle opener, but I'll see how these tools work for me. I might end up switching out the driver, the small driver here, for the can opener, bottle opener, just because I don't know that I need it anymore. I have that option here, and I don't wear glasses. So I might at some point remove that and put my can opener in its place. That should be a change for change. And then I would have all the tools I need and none that I don't. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. That went much better than the first time of a mod. And now we have 2 EDCQ special multi-tools. A Victorinox Compact and a Leatherman Arc with an actual 3D bit driver. Thanks for hanging out. I'll have some new content soon. And remember, EDC, EDC.